Good morning. My name is Prophet Curly Brazil. Welcome to another day of Bible Prophecy. Bible Prophecy 2012, third month. I decided I'd go back with part of what I was speaking of before I change over in April. However, as we are approaching these troubled times, we're speaking concerning the matter of the Antichrist. Barack Obama is one of the greatest presidents that I ever known, not because he is black, but because the statement he makes is clear and it's understandable. It brings out the formality of just and unjust. If we take and continue to look and follow the pattern, we all have common sense. We all have common wisdom. We know the way of evil will not stand. It is just like a car half filled with gas, but the journey that it is making is twice as far as the gas or fuel would allow it to go. We know that Barack Obama is our best hope. Erase the color code, genetic color code. Erase everything have been said good and bad about him, negative and positive. We have to get away from delusions, precepts, and delusions. These things are founded up on racism, not the equality or the quality or the quantity, but racism. It embraced the idea of war, rumors of war, and it constantly takes us into the opposite direction of all peoples. The reason I said that I was going to come back and speak to you, I must do so. Continue. We are looking for the Antichrist, and he's right with us, sleeps in the bed besides us, many of us. We have to contend with this creature day in and day out, but yet we call him our brother, but yet we don't know him. We have the same, many of us have the same mother and same father, but yet we're each other's worst enemy. God showed you this through an example through the seed of Abraham. He showed you this through from the beginning to the ending. He didn't only mix Abraham's seed as being the prophet's son, he mixed the Gentile in there with him in somewhat, not for something to brag on, because it couldn't be three rulers of the earth, but yet he could make them equally with the primary ruler. Let me give you an example. God the Father created for himself a son out of the seed of Abraham. He took this man to the cross. That was only one primary ruler, which came from God the Father. But this creature had to be made into somewhat greater than any man on the earth and an angel in heaven. He had to make this ruler a ruler to shed his blood for the entire world, but at the same time make him last among the angels in heaven and the human race. Isn't this something? Where there was a person created by God as the human race was less than the angels in heaven, God made him equal to his son, Jesus Christ. While there was a seed in heaven from the Father, created by God, designed in some way to be above all angels in heaven, God made him less than the angels in heaven. You didn't hear what I was talking about, did you? You don't have the wisdom and understanding to know what I was saying, do you? Go over that part again and remember what I said. I'm not preaching racism this morning. I'm not preaching be rebellious. I'm not saying what God didn't know what he was doing. That's impossible. But I have to do this to bring you to the closure of racism, because it is the main part in this earth which have ruled from the foundation and destroying us all. This is the truth. Well, I want to try to sit still today because, I want to make sure that I get the best video to you. Spine is bad. Well, let me go a little bit further. We're speaking of the Antichrist. What you teach a dog, that's all he knows. But they proclaim him to be man's best friend. You teach him to hunt, he go out, hunt a rabbit, and bring him back. You teach him to hunt deer, he go out and hunt a deer. This is the way that dog is. This is the way the wolf is in a pack in the wild. He has to hunt to survive. Every time you feed this animal and he become a beast, he caters to his needs because he knows that's what's going to feed him. Through signs and symbols in the Bible, God has presented us with these formalities as the signs and the nature of the human race. You have to listen to these things because these things hold true as men journey to the close of the day. There have been a man who have been taught like a dog, who have been taught like the animal. All he know how to do is get up in the morning and slay. Stalk you at night and slay you once he catch you off guard. This is what this man do. He is called the Antichrist. If he taught to hate, this is all this man do is hate. We want to look at the statute and the standard of our federal government, who proclaim to be a righteous-minded person, who only thinks of himself. You go through the history of all wild beasts of the earth, and you search the record over. The lion do certain things. The bear do certain